welcome back to my channel. Today I will be participating in an open collaboration challenge, Breast Cancer Awareness 2020. This is hosted by Crafty Leanie and co-hosted by DIY with Nadia and Indy Annie Jones. I have left the link to their channels in the description box below, as well as the playlist. In this challenge, we were asked to either make a DIY, a vignette, a tablescape in honor of our role model, whether they are here with us or whether they have passed on. And I have decided to make this. I made a vignette for my grandmother, who is she's been in heaven for many years now, but she's the first person that came to my mind when we were asked, to pick a role model. So, with that being said, we're going to get right into this. Okay, everyone, this is my vignette dedication to my Grandma Dolly, my hero. And though she is gone to be with Jesus in her eternal home, I think of her often, and I wanted to share a few of her favorite things with you. We have her apron, which I remember as a small child. After Grandpa passed away, she came to live with us, and I always remember she cooked. She cooked all the time, her and my mother. And I remember my sisters and I, that's where we learned how to cook. When we were young, we would pull up a chair and we would get up there next to Grandma, and she taught us how to make chicken and dumplings and our own pie crust. We canned vegetables. Many a day we would sit out on the porch and we would snap green beans for hours. But that was fun for us. Life was simple. We lived in the country. We had country ways, simple ways. I'll forever hold those memories in my heart. And we look up here, and that is my grandmother's brooch. And my mother had asked me a little while back if I can make a display, something for her to display her brooch. That's Grandma Dolly's favorite brooch. She wore that to church. Well, just about everywhere she went, Grandma had that on. And we're going to go over here, and we have the Holy Bible. We have her favorite verse in the Bible. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under heaven. A time to be born, a time to die, a time to plant, a time to pluck up that which we planted, a time to kill, a time to heal, a time to break down, a time to build up, a time to weep, a time to laugh, a time to mourn, and a time to dance, a time to cast away stones, a time to gather stones together again, a time to embrace, a time to refrain from embracing, a time to get, a time to lose, a time to keep, a time to cast away, a time to rend, a time to sow, a time to keep silent, and a time to speak, a time to love, a time to hate, a time of war, and a time of peace. She always was faithful to going to church, reading her Bible, and loving those around her. She was a God-fearing woman. That's what I can say about her. Up here we have a little watering pail because, she loved her plants and she loved to garden. She, like I said, she always grew we always grew our own vegetables, and she canned them. And I don't ever remember as a child growing up ever buying canned goods at the store. We always had those readily available. She loved birds, which I've incorporated a bird. She loved flowers, any kind of flowers. She was always planting flowers, and she always had, like everywhere was flowers and plants from Grandma Dolly. Some of the life lessons that I've learned, most of them was from her and my mother and my father too. Some of the fondest memories I have of my Grandma Dolly is she tried to instill in us to be thankful for what we have. And she always used to say, little is much if God is in it. I remember one time, I'll share a quick memory with you. I was in a bad relationship, and I left that relationship, and I went to take my children to move into this home, and it was not in the best shape. I was a single mom, and that's the best I could do for my children. And she came to help me clean it and to prepare it. And the floors were so bad that Grandma and I were just sweeping up dirt that was coming through the floors. And I looked at her, and she just kept saying, just keep sweeping. Someday everything will be better. Just keep sweeping. And she taught me the true meaning of humble beginnings and of never giving up. And today God has truly blessed me with a beautiful home and a beautiful relationship and 2 beautiful children. The life lessons that she has taught me will forever be embedded in my heart and in my soul. I love you, Grandma Dolly, forever and always. Your memories, the memories that you left, will forever be with me. I will carry them with me forever. Love you, Grandma Dolly, till we meet again.